Good morning. Kind of out of nowhere, I have this Monday off, and I landed yesterday from a week-long work trip. So we're gonna use today as a little spring reset. It's also going to be 15 degrees later Celsius. So that's actually really, really warm. It is March something, March 20th? I don't know. I will check on that in a bit. But I think it is officially spring, calendar-wise. There was a snowstorm the past 2 days, I think, in Montreal and in Toronto and in Seattle where I was, and all of my flights were delayed and then canceled, and it was so hectic. But I'm finally home, and today I have the full day to just be home. Yesterday, I prepped bread, but today we're actually baking it. I genuinely just woke up maybe 20 minutes ago. I have a few things I want to do today, as in clean my kitchen because my bread making process, I just kind of left it all there and I really have to clean all of that. I want to go for a walk to the grocery store. I want to meal prep. I want to make a kale spinach salad with either shrimp or chicken, I'm not sure yet. And I want to make a one pot kind of roast with sweet potatoes, zucchini, maybe eggplant cubes, some chicken, and a bunch of delicious goodness. So I want to cook that. I might do a yoga class, but I'm also going for a run later. I did pretty much tidy yesterday, which I'm so glad about. I unpacked and did all of my laundry. I just have the last load to fold, and it's just towels, so that'll be really, really quick. That's about it. And then I want to read, and I just want to take you around today to fully reset for a new season and just feel really prepped and good and cozy and fresh. Oh, that whole time I was staying on my tippy toes, squatting, and that was intense. I did a hot yoga class yesterday, which was abs and core, and it was so good. I was supposed to have a class today at 10 a.m., but I for now have canceled it because right now I want to make some eggs. I'm quite hungry. Then I want to sit and journal. Then, because it's still raining a little bit, but it's supposed to stop, so after I journal, I'll clean my kitchen, then we'll go on a walk, pick up all of my groceries from the grocery store, and then I want to come back and read. I think that'll make me really happy. I just ran through the door. My shoulder was holding so much weight from the groceries, but I'm really glad I walked. It was cold, but it wasn't absolutely terrible. So spring is definitely coming. I really want to shower. I feel like my hair is so greasy, but like I said, we're going on a run after Joe finishes work. So I'm gonna wash my hair after that. I need to show you the state of my floor right now. I had my keys at the very, very, very bottom of my tote bag, which was overflowing with my groceries. So I buzzed myself in through my phone because I thought there's no way I'm taking out all of these groceries right now on the side of the street. And when I got to my door, I had to start like putting everything down, and it was so warm. I took off my sweater, my coat, my gloves, and now as I was like bringing everything in, I just had to put it on the floor. So also, before even washing my hands, I preheated my oven. So it's starting to preheat right now because look at this airy, incredible loaf. I've never had such jiggly, beautiful, but I have my Le Creuset, my beautiful pink set I got for myself as a Christmas gift. And hopefully we're gonna have our first proper successful loaf. I've made 3 or 4 so far since I made one before I got the Dutch oven, and that did not work well at all. It barely rose. It was like a saucer. It looked like a UFO spaceship. The next 2 were not bad. They were good. It was just so dense because it didn't rise that much. So it tasted good. It did. It was just really hard to cut, and after like 4 days, it was impossible to eat because it was so dense and pretty dry. So I have high hopes for this. There are though 2 local bakeries or boulangeries around me that I love their sourdough, and one of them, which is now definitely my favorite, is just across the canal, and they cut the sourdough, they pre-slice it, so that's what I was getting like once a week for a little bit. But now if my loaf works well, we'll see. Anyway, I have chicken and things. I gotta put this in the fridge. I also am meal prepping. I don't know what time it is right now, but I could probably, I'm not that hungry yet, but I'm gonna make a kale and spinach salad like I told you, and I got all the ingredients for that and for my little roast. So let me show you my floor though right now. And Ella is actually, that is awful. I'm gonna have to start putting all that away. But I figured at the same time I could give you a grocery haul. My favorite thing to do though is put my pink drinks in these glass jars. I got them so long ago. I don't even know where, and I just, even though I say light ice, there's so much ice that now there's barely any pink drink left. It's mostly just ice in here, and I filled this up. It looks so funny. It honestly just looks like a jar of Pepto-Bismol. One of these days I won't be obsessed with it. Or I just have to move somewhere where there's no Starbucks. I think that's the only way I can truly cure this addiction, is it by taking myself out of the environment where I can acquire it. I didn't show you breakfast. Oh no, I did show you my breakfast. That was my girl breakfast this morning, was the pickle and the eggs. And because I was doing my dishes right after eating, I just ate out of the pan. Grocery haul time. Now that I've acclimated a little bit, I'm gonna put my hoodie back on. I just got so warm walking with the bag on my shoulder, which was probably, I wanted to switch shoulders at some point, but you know when something is so heavy, you don't even want like to feel the difference of moving it from one shoulder to another. So this poor shoulder got the brunt of the workload. Hi, my love. I think she missed me. I miss her so much when I'm away. I kind of just don't think about her. Oh, my mom's calling me. I got sweet potatoes. I have never actually purchased my own sweet potatoes. The last time I got some, it was in a grocery delivery. And I don't know, you know how with avocado you can tell which ones are good or not, and with watermelon someone taught me a trick. And actually, if they have scratches on them, Grace taught me this. The watermelons, it means like animals want to get in it because they smell really sweet, so you do want those apparently. Sweet potatoes, I don't know, is bigger or smaller better? I picked out 4 because these are going in the roast and in the salad, so I needed a bunch. I got a single eggplant, which I'm going to cube. I've never bought an eggplant before like this. I thought about just trying to find cubed eggplant, but then I thought, why would I waste money? Because when it's convenient, it costs more. So I got this, and I'm gonna, I don't know, do you peel it? I have no idea, but I'm gonna put this in the roast. I got my favorite yogurt ever. I still have one in my fridge right now that is not empty, but it's almost empty. I got spinach on the stem. So much cheaper. It's like I'm, what's it called? Discovering adulting. I didn't know they have spinach not only in the pre-cut, like pre-packaged boxes, like those plastic boxes or the bags. And those are quite expensive. And I just thought spinach is expensive. This is $2. I'm just gonna cut it. Hopefully it doesn't take too much time. And then I got kale. I've also never bought kale before. Jasmine did tell me though yesterday that she's tried making kale salads at home before and they didn't taste good. You have to massage them, so definitely gonna be having my computer handy dandy while I meal prep this later. I got 2 tubs? That's in Romanian, it's tabe. I got 2 trays of chicken breast, which I'm going to probably, I might as well bake it actually. I was gonna say bake or air fry to put in the salad. And just do strips of chicken or cubes of chicken. And today I'm meal prepping for the whole week. I leave Sunday on another trip, but Monday through Saturday, I want to eat healthy at home as much as possible. And then I got drumsticks for the roast stew, whatever I'm calling it, because the bone does wonders. And I think I'm gonna make my own chicken stock because I don't actually have any, and you kind of need it for the recipe. Also, to make more space, I need to take this out of my fridge, which is, actually, I think this is roasted eggplant, that's what it's called. There's, think baba ganoush, but even better. There's a Romanian spread called vinete, and I love it so much. And I find, you know, after I moved out at 16, so after 7 years of not living at home, I'm starting to miss Romanian food that my mom would cook all the time a lot, and more she'll bring me like frozen things that I can then easily prep myself. So that's one of the things. Because we're making sourdough today, that is so good on bread. Also, I actually just like dipping veggies and eating it. Sometimes I just eat it plain, like the vinete, which is this eggplant spread essentially. There's more. Also, at one of my grocery stores, the lady checking me out, she was so sweet. She's always there. I see her every time I go to Avril, which is like the health one. And sometimes they have better deals on certain veggies, which is why I go in there before I go to my normal grocery store. Because if I find something on sale, it's better. I didn't get kiwi. I completely forgot. Oh, I don't really have fruit. I have a singular banana, my frozen berries, but I love kiwi. I forgot to buy some. That's a shame. Maybe I'll go tonight. Anyway, these tomatoes bio were on sale, and I'm gonna roast some to put in the salad, and I'm gonna put some to burst in the stew. I think that'll be so good. And they're local to Quebec. Quebec tomatoes are so yummy. I used to go to Atwater, and I'm so excited for warmer weather, and where Joe and I are moving is right by the market, and there are so many delicious tomatoes. I'm actually excited to go to the market more for my groceries and just get local things. I got 3 avocados, which were on sale at the organic one. What was my story? Oh yeah, she saw my tote bag and asked me if I've been, and I said yes, I went last year, and she's like, oh, I loved it there. So Shakespeare & Co. I got a cucumber. I guess I'll put that in the salad for a little bit of crunch. I think it'll be the only crunchy component. I got little zucchinis for my stew. I decided I would put that in. And then I was thinking of doing carrots as another veggie in the stew, but then these were on sale. So I thought, why not? I'll just chop these up. I could even put these in the salad and the stew. That's the great thing. I can kind of mix and mingle, and they're still gonna taste so different, the stew and the salad, and I'm really excited. And last but not least, I did get a new brand because they didn't have my peanut butter, but essentially, you should check your peanut butter labels. I am obsessed with peanut butter. Joe and I go like fly through it. I love peanut butter so much. I like putting it on dark chocolate especially, and so many peanut butters add an insane amount of just processed things and like sugar and oils. So I now, since I found that out, have been looking to only buy ones where the only ingredient, this one, is dry roasted peanuts. So that's my long spiel about peanut butter. This is not the brand we normally get. There's one, I think it's actually Kraft, and it's called Only Peanut. But it's crazy because the Kraft peanut butter that everyone knows of, and is like everywhere in the grocery stores, has so many additives. And they have another one that's good for you. It just like doesn't have as much processing, but they don't have it everywhere. But I found this one. This is from Life Smart. I don't know. I think that's actually just one of those grocery brands. And apparently, like the other one, the one that's called Just the Peanut, says that if you store it upside down, the texture is better. So I've started storing my peanut butter upside down. And that concludes our little haul. My bread is looking fantastic. I am gonna call my mom, but I'll document a bit of the bread making process as well. And I'm really excited to sit down and read after. While the bread is baking, that's what I'm gonna do. My book is so good. I'm gonna do videos on what I've been reading lately because my work trip, I finished 4 or 5 books in a week. And right now I'm also on part 2 of Alchemized. I don't know how many parts there are, interestingly enough, but we just got to a flashback. So I'm like late on the trends of reading all the books that everyone knows and loves, but I'm so excited. I'm feeling so good. I love this spring reset. I really needed this day. I'm so glad we have today off. Okay, chat soon. Look how cozy this is. Oh, I love my little place. We're making big moves. The Cosette has preheated. I also put a little muffin tray on the bottom layer of my oven. I genuinely have found that makes a difference. I'm gonna move my laptop so you can see our bread. I just sprinkled some flour over it, and now I'm going to score it. I'm so scared. So I don't think it should have gone out as much as it did, but whatever. So now we're gonna plop, oh, This does not look the same as her bread, but c'est la vie. After 20 minutes, we take the lid off and then put it back in for 15. I'm so nervous now that I saw it went out sideways. Like, it didn't really hold its shape. I think I had to make it a bit tighter. Pray. My mom, though, did already source more sourdough for me if I want, as in she sourced another starter, because I would feel so guilty if I somehow killed this starter that this family friend gave us. The bread is in the oven. It's 11:09. The morning has zoomed by. I just called my mom and that was lovely. And now I think I'm gonna plop on the couch and read. As I said, I should clean a little bit, but I don't really want to. I've actually never washed, it's probably so bad, but I've never washed this thing that you put all the flour on, and I really don't know how you're supposed to wash it. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me time estimates for my cooking so that I know when to start, because we have to be somewhere at 5 to visit an apartment. So, and after we visit the apartment, I want us to run right away and then just have the meal ready to eat. So I kind of want to cook during the day and meal prep for the whole week. I really wanted pickled onions to put in my salad on top, because that's how I had it, like the salad that I'm making this recipe for that it was inspired by. But they were rearranging the entire grocery store while I was there, and I was too shy to ask someone where the pickled onions were. And I don't actually know, I feel like grocery stores sell that just like in a jar. I don't know, but it's really good for you because it's fermented food. Anyway, let's read a little bit. I journaled already, which is awesome, but we'll read, and in 17 minutes and a half, take the lid off the bread. I'm so nervous. I really hope it turned out okay. I just realized I hadn't folded this laundry yet, and actually I need this towel. These are my little wrist towels for when I wash my face, so that your sleeves don't get dirty. I got them in Korea, and they've honestly changed my life watching my face. I have had these towels for so long, and I think my retinol or something has slowly discolored them, which is quite sad. I love these. I got these this year around the holidays. I forget from where. It was either Target or Walmart, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on them. I really like them. I actually just was using them, so they are very holiday-esque, the color, but because there's not, you know, a Santa on them, it's just red and the bow. You could technically use them anytime, but they don't really match spring. The thing is, I have a lot of fall-esque things. Okay, I guess actually I'm looking at my pink curtains, and my all the pink I have is definitely spring, which is great. And I have this lilac purple sweater. I'm thinking of like what in my house is springy, just all the pastel nice colors. But I feel for house decor, I mostly have fall or holiday things, because spring is so unpredictable. Winter just goes quite long. Actually, this could be spring, summer. Pink and stripes. I got this from Target many years ago on a work trip. I just popped into Target and I saw that, and then I brought it home with me. And then this is my little headband for when I wash my face. Time to put these all away. These are all the books I've recommended Joe to read. I like that he took all 3 at the bedside table. I just read Small Things Like These and loved it so much. And he is obsessed with Irish murder mysteries, and this is set in Ireland. It is not a murder mystery. It's like a slice of life little story. I actually don't really know how to explain it. And then I have Vicious and A Darker Shade of Magic. I don't know if they are in the same series. It's the same author. And I heard they're really good. The skulls and things on the back of this one are making me think it might be necromancy. I know that they're both fantasy, and he told me he's ready for a fantasy. I do wish I think I'm going to try and find Fourth Wing in my wild stack of books, because he wanted to start that, but because of how I store my books, it's kind of impossible for me to know where my red ones are. I think I have Onyx Storm. I think I found it because I have one with sprayed edges, but Fourth Wing, I'm not quite sure. I might have it on my annotated shelf. The book situation is so messy. I wish I actually had a better way to look at the books I've read. But also, it gives such a cluttered look when you see books. Like, let me show you. Don't you find this looks so much more cluttered than this? Because at least this is all one color. This is, wow, this is 4 rows. There's 3, 3, 1. That is so many books. Like, that's insane. Then we just have these 2. So I've read 1, 2, 6, so 8, 9 stacks of books. And then I have these ones that I haven't read. And yeah, down here, I don't even know if you can see that. No, maybe you can. That's Onyx Storm. I can tell by the dragons, but I don't know where Fourth Wing is. And I pray that it is not in one of those stacks, but I'm going to try and find it for him. I restacked these books, I think a few months ago. Anyway, let's put these away, and then I want to sit down on the couch and read. I wanted to sit down and read now because it's kind of perfect. There's a bit of light shining through. I have my pink drink and I could read. But now I was just standing doing a dad stance like this, staring at my books because I really want to find Fourth Wing. And I'm on a mission. So we're gonna do that. I also just read, it was for book club. Is it this one? Yeah, Consider Me by Becca Mack, which is a cowboy romance by a Canadian author, and I really liked it. Based on what book club was saying in the group chat, no one else really liked it. I did. I think it's because the main character, a little bit, not his annoying parts, but just his like gestures of love and open communication reminded me of the love I'm experiencing. So I really liked it, and I already had bought, thank God I liked it because I had already bought the next book in the series. I think it's this one. Also, the covers are so beautiful in that series, and I think it's Play With Me. So I want to bring this up on the stack, and I want to get Alchemized from here because I'm currently reading it on Audible, but I want to also have the physical book to switch back and forth sometimes. Let me get my pink drink for this process. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be rough. My parents got me this from Japan. My godchild painted me this. Isn't this incredible? Oh, I love Sophie. I painted this with Jasmine on the canal. We had a cute little paint and sip night. This is Hank and that's Ella. Ooh, I should give this to Jazz to read right now. I don't even know where to start. I guess with taking out Alchemized. Alchemized. It is so heavy. My goodness. I do really want to see where I am. Part 2. Okay, so this paper is incredible. Okay, I'm definitely gonna want to read this physically as well. And isn't that the sweetest little thing? Having a message in a book is so special. Oh, you can't even see me. Time to take the lid off of the bread. It really smells like bread. It rose so beautifully. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Can you see it? I could have scored more deeply. Okay, stop being mad at me. I didn't score it well, but whatever. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Also, so much effort goes into baking bread, so it's really sad when it doesn't work. It's never risen like that. Oh my gosh. It's too big. Does that yield 2 loaves? Either way, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. It'll definitely taste good because it's just flour and water and starter. It rose. I might cry. Okay, let's go find Fourth Wing. Wow, from Blood and Ash. I've owned this book since I was on TikTok. I think I've owned this book for like 6 years and I still have yet to read it. Please, Lord, let the book be in this stack so I don't have to move all the other ones. Wait, I did read. Oh, I'm so funny. I was looking through some of these and thinking, wait, but I did read these. That's the point, Laura. This is the stack you have read. Oh, this is bringing back so many memories, though. These are the Magnolia Parks and then the Addicted series. Oh, Good Girl, Bad Blood and the As Good as Dead. I remember reading these. I flew through them. Ooh, Circe. Yep, Powerless, Reckless. Aha! Okay, Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. One is white, one's black, one's whatever this is. I hope he doesn't hate the fact that I don't have the dust cover. I'm actually surprised I still have it for Onyx Storm. I'll probably just throw it out because I think it's weird. This is a very interesting photo, author photo. She's laying in bed. All right, I'm so happy. I actually do remember though when I restacked, I tried to keep series together. So good job, Laura. Good job past Laura for planning ahead. I have the trilogy right here for him. I think it's gonna be 4. Was Iron Flame the most? Have only 3 come out? I can't remember what all of them were. Yeah, I guess only 3 have come out so far. Guys, the bread smells so good. The hardest thing is going to be waiting it to fully cool before I cut into it. Aw, Happy Place. See, this one I did keep the dust jacket because I'm much more fan of pink than yellow. And when you take, oh, but that's so pretty. The pink shimmery. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't remember how I had them. I love that books transport me, kind of like music. When not short and sweet, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter came out, I was on a trip in Denver, Colorado, and now every time I listen to that album, I think of that trip, and I love that music. And books honestly transport me to when I purchased them. But there you have it, guys. Mission accomplished. It's the next day and I'm gonna end the video here. I had such a lovely evening. We went for a run and I ran 7.6 I think kilometers, something along those lines, and it was really nice. It was a bit colder than I had anticipated. The weather report was saying 15 degrees Celsius, but then by the time we ran, I think it was feeling like 7. But I was dressed warmly and it was nice. It was nice to run. There were quite a lot of runners out, which was really funny because I think everyone just got so excited by it not being -10 and no rain and no snow. So it also didn't rain when we ran, and I'm really happy about that. Then had some delicious dinner and went on a walk, which I'm so glad. I realized walking after eating just makes you feel so good, and I don't know, you just digest well, and talking on walks comes so naturally, and it felt amazing. I want to walk every night for like 20 minutes. Yeah, it was really lovely. And then read a bit, and that's kind of it. And it was a really fun, cozy, sweet night in. It's wild. The evenings after 5 p.m. just absolutely zoom by. It's a little tragic. And tonight, that's what we're gonna repeat. I have work all day today, but that's okay. I woke up super early because I thought I was going in the office, but I'm not, so I get to stay home with this little munchkin. And I booked myself a yoga class at lunch, and then I have spinning at 5:30 after work. And then tonight, I already meal prepped all of the individual bits and pieces, but I'm gonna do this spinach and kale salad, and I'm so excited with the yogurt chicken and then the roasted veggies. We'll put some avocado in there, cucumber, that's about it. And I'm really excited. Dinner yesterday was so good. And my bread is freaking delicious. Although it is so hard to cut sourdough, especially when you make it at home. But even before, when I was getting it at a bakery, before I knew you could ask them to slice it, it is so hard to slice your own sourdough. I don't understand how to do it. I genuinely don't. And I need to buy an at-home slicer at this point. Like, what else is there to do? Anyway, all the pieces just end up so thick. so thick. But I will leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this little spring reset. Yesterday was so lovely. Oh, I want to find a way to do that every day. Just read and cook and be at home with Ella, go on walks, go on runs, feel good and cozy at home. that's the life. I'm sure that's what we all dream of. So I'm grateful that I got to do that even for a day. But I wish you a wonderful rest of your week whenever you're watching this. Bye.